Lord Ision. Welcome to Wiccan Wednesday. Let's hang out together. Well, I've been doing psychic readings all morning, and I've so enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to all of you who've been coming out and having private readings with me. If you want to learn about my private readings, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you can read about my work as a professional psychic and purchase a reading over there. Well, I'm out walking today. Our sun lord is hiding away. It's a rainy day here, and got my umbrella and just out for a stroll, so hang with us. I'm just scanning the sky. No sign of our sun lord, but if he he'd be about right there in the sky right now, but I don't see him. But that's okay. Even the sun lord deserves a day off, huh? What do you think? Hey Tubies, what is it that Lord Ision always says? Green equals life. Now look at this lush green grass here. Is it beautiful or what? Look at the dandelions. This is signs of life. The rich, lush green life is returning to the earth. Our mother, our earth mother, is awakening after her long nap. Our green lord is in abundance with her. And all is good. Oh my gosh, look at these shamrocks, guys. Can you see how big these are? Hold on, let me try to show this to you. Look at how big that shamrock is. Is that amazing? Look at a whole patch of them. I'm loving it. Ooh, let's go get something to eat. Lord, I sound hungry. I've been doing psychic readings all morning. Having a good time, but now it's time for a lunch break. You know, there's an old saying, into every life some rain must fall. I don't mind the rain. For me, it's actually refreshing, restorative to the soul. The body, mind, and spirit. The Earth Mother, we're all rejuvenated. So don't be depressed if it's raining where you are. Go out, walk in it, let it restore you. Let it cleanse you, let it wash away sorrow. Let it wash away disappointment and pain. And let that rain rejuvenate you. Tubies, here I am at Shooters, safely ensconced in my luxurious booth. I just want to curl up and take a nap. As many of you know, I've been working on this book, Secrets of the Crystal Silence League. And this is by Alexander Conlon, who was a mystic back in the 1920s. And this is his book on working with the magical crystal ball. And when we get home, we're gonna talk more today about how to go into the silence. It's a mystical experience, and I'm gonna show you what he says and demonstrate it. So hang with us, because we're not done for the day. And you know, old Psychic Bob gotta have his food before I can do something that's mystical. Gotta get charged up. Tubies, my lunch arrived. Oh my gosh, look what I got. I got the chicken ciabatta wrap. This is like a chicken sandwich with a whiskey glaze. It's got lettuce and pickles. It's so delish. And I got tater tots with some ketchup. Oh, I think we're gonna have to break off some of that and try that. Oh. And cold Coke. I'm doing good. Oh my gosh, Tubies, that was the most amazing lunch. Lord Ision is so relaxed now. And I tell you, I got a special guest here. My dear friend Misty is here with us. Misty, tell me, what was that special I had today? It was really good.
It was a whiskey chicken ciabatta, but instead of having it on the ciabatta roll, you actually had it done in a tortilla wrap.
Oh, so it was a wrap. Oh,
yes,
okay.
It was grilled chicken slices with Tennessee whiskey glaze, some bacon, and some Monterey Jack cheese. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I loved it. Oh my gosh, that was so good. You guys must come to Shooters and have the whiskey chicken ciabatta wrap, the best. And tater tots made it.
Tater tots.
Well, I'm having such a good time. You know, Misty, I practically live at this restaurant, don't I?
Yes, I see you quite a bit.
This is Psychic Bob's home away from home, you know. So I'm hearing a rumor, and a little spirit told me that you had a psychic question for me. Is there something I could answer for you today?
Yeah, actually, I know you and I've had a couple conversations about.
Speak a little.
I know you had a couple. We've had a couple conversations about the spirit world and how you got into it. And I just had a quick question on When was the first time you had an experience with a spirit from the other side?
Wow, that's a really good question. Well, I think it started when I was little, because I had it was more of a premonition about a neighbor's death. And so when I started out as a psychic, it was not really, it wasn't so exciting because I would always get death predictions. And I heard a spirit voice tell me that a neighbor was going to pass away. And I was so scared. Well, the neighbor actually passed away. And I went and I told my mom. Of course, my mom thinks I'm crazy, so she doesn't believe it. But that's what started it. But then the next event that I had that was really significant in terms of me being psychic was that when I was a teenager, I was asked by a friend of the family to investigate a haunted house. And so I went there to see the haunted house, and we got full phenomena, like objects moving by themselves, doors slamming, voices, the whole 9 yards of paranormal. So that was one of the things that gave me the impetus to really take my psychic work further. So yeah, so I'd say like my first incident was when I was about 7 years old that I remember. And then when I was about 14 was the next really big event. So yeah, so does that answer that for you?
It does. That's so interesting that you had the full experience, not just one or the other, not just I thought I heard somebody or I thought I heard this, but it sounds like you had the full experience, like all 3D effects.
Yes, I did. And what's interesting is that I had witnesses to that as well. And so people were there to verify what I was experiencing. Like we had a door slam so hard it broke off the hinges, like nobody was in the house, just me and this family that I was doing a walkthrough. And then we also had a vase. Do you see how my glass here is on the table? Well, we had an incident where I was talking to a spirit of a young boy that I picked up, and a vase, they had a ceramic vase, went all the way across the table by itself and flew off the table and shattered. So yeah, so that kind of got me saying, okay, I'm not crazy. The spirit world is real. So I got a question for you, Misty.
Okay.
Do you guys have any ghosts here at Shooters? Have you ever had anything or seen anything?
I haven't seen anything myself, but I have heard stories of things that happen down where the beer coolers and games have been kept.
Interesting. Because I've never actually talked to the management here, but I've always felt there's a presence on the lower level. Is that where you're talking about?
Yep, it's definitely downstairs.
All right. Well, see, guys, PsychicBob's tuning in already. Well, thank you for that confirmation. I might come back here and do a paranormal investigation on that.
Thanks, Bob.
Well, I've enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you for your questions.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. I'll probably come up with another one.
Oh, we'd love that. Bring your questions to PsychicBob. We'll get you sorted out. Bye. Isn't she great, guys? How much fun. Oh, Tubies, that was such a good lunch. I had so much fun. The food was great, and I enjoyed talking to Misty as well. So, we're outside now. I'm just checking for the Sun Lord. No sign of him. That's all right. Even the Sun Lord deserves a day off now and then. Who says the Sun Lord can't have a holiday? But let's get on home. We're going to talk more about the mystical crystal ball. Come and join us. I'm just on my way home, but you never know what wonderful surprises you'll find in my neighborhood. I'm just strolling along, and look what appeared here. Just on the side of the road, beautiful tulips growing here. Is that amazing or what? Look at that. Aren't those lovely? Just lovely. Signs of spring. Well, Tubies, I'm back home safe and sound. It was so nice to go to lunch with you. Thanks for joining us. Well, we're going to talk about a little bit more about the crystal ball. So let's take a look at this. So here on my table is sitting my beautiful crystal ball. This is a 200 millimeter crystal. And as you can see, this is quite a large crystal ball. Let's come down here. Isn't that beautiful? And we're going to continue a little bit exploring the Crystal Silence League. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what it means to go into the silence. Hence, that's the name of the group, Secrets of the Crystal Silence League. So what do we mean by crystal silence? Well, let's explore that now, shall we? So reading now from Alexander Conlon's book, Secrets of the Crystal Silence League, we learn about going into the silence. How to go into the silence. Ancient mystical knowledge. Going into the silence is nothing new. The most revered Asian holy writings speak of it. For example, in a very old Hindu book, which is lying before me, it is written, "He who would hear the voice of silence, or the voice of spiritual sound, has to learn the nature of the intense and perfect concentration of the mind upon some inferior object, accompanied by complete abstraction from everything pertaining to the external universe, or the world of senses. Cease to hear the many, and you may discern the one, the clear inner sound that replaces the outer. Before the mind can truly hear, a harmony within must be attained. Then only, and not until then, shall you be able to forsake the sounds which are false and enter at last into the realm of the true." So what Alexander Conlin is saying is that when we put our mind in focus, so for example, we focus on the crystal, we'll attain an inner peace. And once we achieve that inner peace, then the world of sound of the crystalline sphere opens. Now, many of you know that this is true. I know this is true because if you've seen my seances where I do scrying, a lot of times I say, I'm hearing wind, or I'm hearing a spirit voice. These are the sounds that come from the silence. So the crystal silence is not actually silence, it's an opening a doorway to a deeper dimension of spiritual sound. But you do enter into a temporary silence before you engage in that experience. That's what he's saying. So when we want to work with the crystal, we want to just settle down. Just give a gentle gaze to the ball. Let no thoughts of distraction into your mind. And as you gaze into the crystal, you'll discover that your inner voices settle down, your anxieties, your worries. You know, I think if you just calm down, if nothing else, crystal gazing is good for your health, simply to lower your blood pressure. But if we can really focus on it and make it a regular practice, I think we'll attain the true great mystery of these crystalline silence. That as we enter into its depths, we discover the door to other worlds. Alexander Conlin encourages us to, as we sit with our crystals, to follow our breathing and just let the process unfold naturally. I find that when I crystal gaze, once I get to the point of entering into the silence, a great and profound peace comes over me. The more you work with this, the more you'll come to understand the truth of what he's teaching about entering into the silence. It's from that place of silence that all things are manifest. So you're not going into a void, you're actually going into the ultimate reality, the world of spirit. And so I would encourage you, seek out a beautiful crystal ball. You don't have to have a giant one like this. I have many smaller ones that work just as well. But find a beautiful crystalline sphere and make time to sit with it each day. Put your hands on it, feel its energy. Put your power into it. Feel the power that comes from it. You'll discover that the crystalline sphere is actually a doorway to the greater world of spirit. And so when we enter into the silence, we're going deep between dimensions. So Tubies, I'm going to leave you with those thoughts today. That's a bit to think about. But I want to encourage you to continue to explore the crystal and working with it. I think you'll find it an amazing tool in your lives. Well, I am so glad you joined us today, and I hope that you'll tell me in the box below, did you enjoy this video? And Tell me, have you ever worked with a crystal ball? I'm curious. Tell me about your crystal ball if you have one. Or if you haven't, tell me what you like to, what type of crystal ball you'd like. Do you want a clear one, a black one, a blue one? They come in different colors. I like the standard clear crystal, but that's just me. Tell me about your preferences and tastes in the comments section below. Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love all of you. Mwah. Listen, make sure to pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com, read about my work as a psychic, and also you can register for readings over there, as well as register for my psychic development class. That's right. Every Saturday, we do something fascinating. This Saturday, I'm teaching on biomorphic reality and how the alien worlds have mastered consciousness and biomorphic reality and integrate it with technology. So if you'd like to learn about that and learn about channeling alien knowledge, join us this Saturday at my psychic development class. Register over at PsychicBob.com. It's only $30. It's a 2-hour class where I work with you one-on-one, answer your psychic questions, and help you to learn about the spirit. So come out and join us this Saturday. We're going to meet on Zoom at 12 noon Eastern time, from 12 noon Eastern till 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I'd love to see you guys there. I'll send out the Zoom link the morning of the class, so you'll get it. But go register today, and we'll see you on Saturday. Well, guys, listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Thursday, Vlog Thursday. I'm not sure where we're going, but we're going to go somewhere fun. Just make sure to be here, and we'll have an adventure. Well, listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe. Join us for our channel. Be part of our channel. And make sure to hit that, smash that like button, and make sure to help me out. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday. Until then, blessed be, and Lord Ision is out of here.